Yo, 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 what's up? That's my favorite dummy. Yo, straighten up, dude. Always sitting out here by yourself. Don't never read no books. That's why you a dummy. But, good thing we live in America. In America, you got the right to do what you want to do, say what you want to say. We got freedoms. Freedom of opinion. Freedom of speech. Even though you don't never say nothing. But I know you got some opinions. What you think about America's Star Spangled Banner, for example? Let's talk about that, because everybody got an opinion about that one. Thing is, a lot of people don't even know what the Star Spangled Banner is all about. They form their opinions before they even figure out what that opinion means. Should we stand? Should we kneel? Should we say it at the game? Should we not say it at the game? I don't know. You know what it means? No, you're a dummy. You don't know nothing. Let's start out with the author, the guy who actually wrote the Star Spangled Banner, Francis Scott Key. Now, there are a lot of opinions why he wrote it. I put some information down here for you, but I know you ain't gonna read it. But I did some research, and a couple of people, and I picked these people because they're two opposite ends of the spectrum as far as where they were raised, how they were raised, what their beliefs in, what their beliefs are. But basically they both came to the same conclusion, or same collusion, whatever, as to why the Star Spangled Banner was written and to what it really means. Later on, I'll give you that information if you want to go online and look it up. I know you probably ain't got no computer. Jason Johnson and Kate Lineberry. They both talk about why Francis Scott Key actually wrote the Star Spangled Banner. And since we live in America, I got my own opinion too. Basically, I think that because he was an author, his DNA, his blood was mixed in with the ink of his pen. I think every author has some of his own blood mixed in with the ink that comes out of his pen. So what's really inside that author always comes out on the paper. Not only was Francis Scott Key an author, he was a slave owner. That's very important. That's why he wrote what he wrote, because it was after the war of 1812. Basically, to make the long story short, Americans were tired of the British doing their thing. The British wanted to put the Americans in check, so there was war. And the British thought they can get an advantage by hiring slaves, because the slaves wanted to be free. And they basically said, fight with us and we win the war and we'll make sure you are free. We'll give you your freedom if we win the war. Francis Scott Key and his family, they had the slaves who decided to fight with the British. And unfortunately, uh, at the end, you can say whoever won, there's versions of who won what, but the slaves were not set free. They had to go back to the plantation, and because Francis Scott Key's slaves fought with the British, he wanted some kind of retribution. And they say that at one point he actually had to fight against some of the slaves and he got his butt whipped. So he was a little pissed off at that. So at the end of the war, the stars were shining, America was rah, rah, rah. So he wrote the Star Spangled Banner to celebrate. But also to voice his anger at the slaves who had the nerve to fight for their freedom, especially the ones that gave him a little beat down. So he says the part about the bright stars in America and all that crap, because that's good. But he also says a lot about the blood of the slaves need to be washed away because they polluted the soil by fighting against the Americans or the United States, or basically against him and his family. And there's a part that says that really they want to just get rid of all the slaves or make them pay desperately, kill them, whatever. You can interpret it the way you want if you read the different reviews, but it's in there in one of the verses that they never say. And I have a feeling that if people actually knew the whole American anthem, or if they were to pick that verse about the slaves, maybe some opinions would change about whether we should stand and honor it or not. But if anybody's interested, or if you're interested, you can just read it. I mean, I got a version here, I'll give it to you. Or you can go online and read it and form your own opinion. But I know you're a dummy, you can't read. I always tell you, if you don't know how to read, you're going to be a dummy, but you ain't going to listen to me. But you still got an opinion. So, the slaves, they wrote their own version. They had their opinion that maybe they should be free. Maybe it wasn't bad that they fought for their freedom. So they wrote a black anthem. Never took off. A few people say it down south, it never took off. Truth be told, I think it would be nice if America had a rational anthem. Not a black anthem, not a national anthem, but a rational anthem. Something that actually makes sense, that put it all together. As a matter of fact, maybe I'll write it. One day I'll write a rational anthem. Be like Francis Scott Key. Or I could be like Francis Scott me. Yeah, everybody get to say my rational anthem, and then it'd be Francis Scott me. But anyway, I got something for you, little dummy. Well, I keep calling you a dummy because you don't know how to read. But anyway, let me give you this. Put it right here. And one day you learn how to read. You can read the national anthem. And then I'm going to write the rational anthem and give it to you. And you can read that too. And even though you're a dummy, you do got your own opinion. Okay, my man. Check.
America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crowned thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Seems to me something went terribly wrong. How can this be America's #1 rap song? When the stories about those beautiful, spacious skies turn out to be a pack of dirty lies. And the land of the free and the home of the brave turn out to be a money tree with roots that they call the slaves. Uncle Sam tried to rule the world with the dollar, but soon all the people began to shout and holler. And then he used those amber waves of grain to finance more weapons, more wars, and more pain. The American Revolution fought for possession. A World War I that started a recession. A World War II that ended in a depression. Vietnam, Iraq, Afghanistan, just pure aggression. Why are we losing all the wars we fight at home, right here, where our own deer and buffalo roam? We lost on the war on poverty, pollution, racism, and drugs. Could we not have educated a few more kids or stopped a few more thugs? Or say, can't you see by the dawn's early light that we're paying too much attention to everybody else's fight? How can those stars and stripes be shining so bright when brothers called Lehman are sniffing up the profits every night? All those bankers on CNN with jet planes and fancy cars. All the politicians on ABC dancing with the stars. Everybody's smoking fat cigars and nobody cares. But we still got bombs bursting in air as the American dream turns into an American night. When Wall Street went broke and the dollar bill was a joke, the cartel was still flooding the country with coke. But hey, guess what? The Star-Spangled Banner still waved while we brought all those American soldiers home to their graves. Uncle Sam, please tell me, who are you really trying to save? The rich man? The poor man? The beggar man? The thief? Or just the big-wig politicians and the commanders and their chief? From George Washington to George Bush, not much has changed. They're still trying to foreclose that home on the range. America, America, now I ain't saying you ain't cool, but maybe you should send the Republicans and the Democrats back to school. Teach them to stop spending billions over there pretending to make us safe. Teach them how to stop murderers from committing murder right here on our own army base. America, America, learn how to govern and quit trying to rule. You're still waving that red, white, and blue banner, but who you trying to fool? We still got hillbillies in trailer parks and blacks on the back of the bus. So tell me, if Francis Key was thinking about them, or was he thinking about us? Now, whether we decide to take a stand and recite the poem, or take a knee and quiet our voice, remember, we have already fought that war, which gave us that choice.
Yo, my man, Mr. Dummy, how you doing? You alright? Yeah, I just got back from the game. I brought you some video. Check it out. Later on, you holler at me and let me know what you think.
Wait, before you go. I have something to tell you.
All of a sudden, you can talk now. You got things to say. Okay, what you got? Let me hear it.
On Saturday, August 3rd, 2019, at the Mineral County Rodeo in Montana, a man named Kurt James Brockway told a 13-year-old boy to take off his hat when they were playing the national anthem. When the boy did not obey, Mr. Brockway tried to kill him. He grabbed him by the throat, picked him up, and slammed his head into the concrete. The boy bled from his ears for 6 hours because his skull was fractured, and he suffered a concussion. I'm guessing that there might be something to your rational anthem philosophy. I was told that this information is all over the interweb.
Actually, I did not know that. I guess it pays to sit out here in the field and listen to the grapevine. Good job. But just so you know, it's the internet, not the interweb.
Something you did not know. That's very interesting. Maybe you are the dummy. And by the way, don't you think it's about time I get some new clothes?
Yo, check out the video, and then we'll talk about the new clothes.